If you're like me, that means you like to understand the phenomenon behind something that you're doing. In this case, on this channel, when we are talking about the music, I believe it's important for us to know some of the fundamentals of it. So, in that regard, I decided to start this series, called Fundamentals of Sound. I'll be honest, I don't plan to post on this series regularly, just because our schedule is already very busy with other videos and reels. But I'll try to post once in like 4 or 5 weeks, and we start today with a simple question. What's the sound? Let's begin. What's the sound at its core? Simply put, sound is particles that are vibrating. Also, they need a physical environment in which they can propagate, unlike the light wave, which can even travel in the vacuum. The environment can be a gas, a liquid, or even a solid. There's an analogy that helps us understand better and easier the way the sound propagates. It's called Howard and Angus, and it uses some golf balls and some springs. Shortly, the golf balls are molecules and the springs are the forces between them. As you can see, the golf balls are going into the same direction and they will come back to their initial position. Using this analogy, we can clearly see what influences the speed of the sound. One, the mass of the molecules, and second, the power of the forces between them. Okay, let's talk about the sound waves. How do they form? When it comes to the sound, the variations of the molecules are creating small variations into the environment pressure. These variations are represented by a wave. The wave actually represents the ups and downs of the pressure. So what's underneath the line is under the atmospheric pressure, and what's above it, it's over the atmospheric pressure. Let me show you this graphic so I can make the things clearer. Basically, a sound wave is a pressure wave. C is compression, R is refraction. Let me also add the analogy with the balls and springs, and now you have it. This is a sound wave. Good, let's talk about the speed of the sound. So, how fast the sound can get. In the air, at 0 degrees Celsius, the speed is 332 meters per second. At 20 degrees, it goes up to 344 meters per second. So, as you can see, the speed is changing when the temperature is changing. That's because the molecules are becoming lighter when the temperature is rising. And if that sounds fast, the speed of the sound is nothing compared with the speed of the light. Think about a thunderbolt. You can see it straight away, but you can hear it just a few seconds later. But that's not all. The speed of the sound is changing when the environment is different. As you can see here, it can go up to 5,000 meters per second in some cases. So my camera decided to call it a day. It overheated and I don't have time to wait for it to cool down. Fortunately, we got to talk about everything that I wanted. And if you liked this type of content, let me know and I'll try to make more space into the schedule for it. The next video will be about frequency and phase, which will come in around 4 or 5 weeks, as I said early in the video. And obviously, until the next time, take care of yourself and thank you very much. Bye bye.